This here is an instruction on how to put on these, I call them Viking costumes, Viking Warrior costumes. If you understand how they're put together, maybe you'll understand a little better how to tie them. I find that it's easier to undo the ties and have them just hang. It is less confusing. Also, you're going to want to undo the neck piece, which is just a matter of fitting it over the head, or in this case, over the hanger. So we're going to have a look inside. But before we do that, let me go over the major parts here. You've got two front parts. You've got this side here, and you've got this side. You have a side piece on each side, and you have one solid back piece. The idea is to tie these strings so that they go around the body twice, not just once, but twice, okay? And when you're done, you're going to pull this portion out, and the back is hidden, okay? Also worth mentioning is the briefs are attached, okay? The briefs are attached on each side, so that makes it a one piece. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to have everything untangled before you get on there, because if it's tangled when you put it on, you will have to take it back off to untangle the brief, okay? And let's have a look inside. So we're ready to have a look inside. This neck piece hangs to the front. The two ties hang to the front. Know that there are tacks in place for the briefs on the right and the left side right here. So I have this on a steamer so that we can get a better look inside. And you can see that the briefs are just kind of chilling there, waiting for you to step into them, like so. Okay? Now, if they get messed up, like flipped around like this, and you put it on your dancer will have to take it off because it cannot get untangled without removing the garment. Okay? We already talked about how they are attached here on each side, here, and on the other side. You can see it here. That is just so that during the dance that everything stays down and doesn't ride up, okay? The back is a solid piece, okay? You're not going to be putting any straps across that. For practice, we will. Each side piece has a hole to the back, an opening, so that the straps can go inside the back and not be seen, okay? The other side, the same thing. The costume in itself consists of panels. The front has two panels, one with this sequin on it and the other one with the shiny foiled mesh. Each side has a panel and the back has a panel. Okay? We are going to do a practice with how the ties actually are going to go around the body. We're not going to worry about how it does or doesn't go under each panel, okay? This is just a practice session. So we have the right going to the right, the left going to the left. It is intended so that the stitching on these ties are at the bottom, pointing at the floor. We're going to crisscross them in the back, like so, okay? And then we're going to crisscross it and turn it back around to the front, and we're going to hook it. That is twice. Once is here, this is twice. Very easy, okay? Now comes the hard part. Once you do that, you're gonna free up the sequin side on the bottom pass. You still have the pass up here, because if you didn't have that, it's not going to fit very snugly on your body, okay? Another thing that's gonna make it fit better on the bust area is when you get some rhinestones in there, and the glue actually holds the mesh netting to the bra. Let's try that one more time. You're going to take each tie and you're going to cross it in the back, and you're going to bring it around front again, and you're going to hook it. You're going to have this little doohickey here hanging down. Okay, it's just a decoration of sorts for your warrior. You're going to hold this out, release the sequin side only from the bottom rung, okay? The top one is still in place. Okay, you got that down? Let's move on to the next one, which is where these in the back are hidden. So we are going to feed these straps through the little holes that appear in the sides for them to pass through, okay? Now let's do it how it's supposed to look when you're stage ready. We're going to take the one that feeds to the right, pull it, we're going to feed it through the hole in the back, to the other side. So it feeds in through here, feeds out here. We're going to pull it to the front. Okay, now I don't have the extra hands, so I'm just going to pin it right here, right now, with a safety pin, so I can feed the other one going the other way. Okay, so it's going to go here. It's going to go in the opposite direction. It's going to go in through here and out through here. There we go. Now we're going to move it around to the front. I'm going to release the pin here, if I can, and I'm going to hook it. Straighten these guys up a little bit. This one here is going under. So you can see I have one going under the faux boning on the bra. You have one in the same direction, and the one going around the waist is hidden under here, and it's hidden in the back. Yeah? Piece of cake. Let's try it on a different color. Another way to keep them untangled would be if you pulled the shorts up to the bra before you put it on and stepped into both, and they're right there in front of you at the very top. It would make it easier to step into. You wouldn't be trying to feel around for the shorts in there. It's just another option. So here's one in the other color. So we have the same panels, the same opening here to the back, and on the other side we have an opening here. So let's tie it up and see how it's done on the darker. Here's one, where's the other one? There we go. There we go. So we're ready to tie her up. I have this practice session which goes all over everything. I'm holding both of them out. We're going to cross it in the back, bring it back to the front, and hook it. So basically what we have here is the one under the bust and the bottom one. Maybe straighten her out a little bit. We're going to take the sequin side. We're going to pull it over. Okay. So now we're going to try it by feeding it through the holes so that you're not looking at the crisscross in the back. Okay? So let's give that a try. We unhook it, we unfeed it. Okay, we're ready to go. Take the one that feeds off to her left. We're going to find the opening after the side panel. We're going to feed it in through there and out of the other side. There we go. And we're back around front. Now I brought a pin because she has no arms or hands and cannot hold on to this for me. Oops. So I am just going to poke, oops, maybe it doesn't want to work. I'm just going to poke it into the fabric while I do the other one. It's going to go around this way. It's going to surpass the other one. It will feed into the same hole that that one feeds into and out of the same hole that it fed into on the other side. See how that works? Now I'm going to grab my other end and I'm going to straighten it out. But I am going to release the bottom half of the sequin side. Oops, it's wanting to come out of the top part, so I'm going to put that part back in. Okay, so if you lift it up, you can see we've got our belt underneath that's been wrapped twice Oops, and that's my pin. We straighten this out. These are a little bunched because our dancers, the actual dancers, when they fit them, have a much longer torso than this gal. How's that?